All right, on today's episode of Will It Work, we have a King's Quest III to Heir is Human for the Apple IIe. They wanted $50. I ussed them down to $37 with shipping. They did say the box was damaged, I could tell that, and it looks worse than I thought it was going to look, but that's okay. Ugh, it's hard to do with one hand. Whoa! Anyways, being the hoarder that I am, I have a spare Sierra box, which I will be putting the contents in, because this one is really, really rough. So I'll just move the contents over to that. And the outer sleeve isn't in terrible shape, especially not the spine. That's nice. And it will conform back to the nice looking box, so I'm not too worried about that. Pretty good buy for 37 bucks. But the meat and potatoes are why we're here. Let's see if it works. Of course, it's untested. Everything is untested on eBay, which could mean they tested it and it didn't work, or could mean they honestly didn't test it. Who knows? Here we go. We're going to fire it up, put it in the old 2E, and see what happens. Will it work? This is one of my favorite King's Quest games, where you play Gwydion, not playing King or Sir Graham. And you've been kidnapped by an evil wizard, and the first part of the game is trying to figure out how to escape from the wizard, and then after that you're trying to, oh, look at that. After you figure out how to escape from the wizard, then you have to find your way back to Ludor, to save your sister Rosella from a dragon, back into Daventry, and all that good stuff. Looks like it's working. Come on. Working hard, working hard. This is a slightly bigger game, so I can imagine it would take a while to load. There we go. Apple discs, I find, load pretty quickly. Sound and everything, that's nice. Sweet. Let's see if we can get to the load screen or to the first screen. Dun, 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 dun. Does it have that music? Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't have the IBM music. That's a shame, because it's pretty menacing music. There you go, Roberta Williams. She was a champion in all that she did for Sierra. Let's see if we can get in. Let's see, turn the disc over. I can do that. I never know if that's a good or bad sound. Oh, disc error. Let's return and try again. It might actually be disc 2, not disc over. That's kind of strange. I don't think this is 10 discs long. I think it's only 5. Let's see if disc 2 works instead of turning it over. That is the wrong disc. Please insert disc. No, that's right. We'll try it one more time. I always try this little trick of, I just spin it. You know, sometimes that gets stuck. Sometimes it's probably been sitting somewhere for 35 years. I'm going to put this down for a second and give it a good spin. And then we're going to try it again.